Who's got the power?
You do, Daddy.
You're damn right. So what's it gonna be? You gonna do what I say? Or else?
Hi, I'm Nikki Rich of the Nikki Rich Show. So honored to talk with you, Julian. How you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
Good, pretty good. Excited, to talk with you. You have so much going on. You're taking over Netflix, I
Yeah.
want to say.
Yeah, something like that.
You running it over there. I'm going to say congratulations to you on the #1 Netflix drama series, Beauty in Black. It is major. It is lit. I love it. I love everything about it. So how does it feel to be #1?
It felt great to go #1. It's just if I had one word to express it, it'd just be gratitude. I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful to just the people that I got to work with, the cast members that we got to work with, Tyler Perry. Grateful to my family and all the support that they've given me over the years just to get to this point. So if I had one word to just like describe it all, it'd just be gratitude. I'm just full of gracious and just I'm just grateful.
That is amazing. And coming from a former professional football player to acting, what was that transition like? How did you get even into acting? Because those two different fields.
Yeah, definitely is two different fields, but I've always had just a keen, I would say, a likeness to acting. I've always loved the craft. I love old Hollywood. I love film. I love movies, and ever since I was a kid, I've always just dreamed of really just doing three things, as a career, something that I could actually do at a high level and do quality work. And those three things were sports, which is football and basketball, music, and acting. And when you're younger, you have a plan, especially with sports, because, I was playing that from a young age. You have a plan to take it all the way to the top, make the NFL, all those good things. But, as we know in this world, time is undefeated. Life happens and things happen of that nature. So when football had ended, I had kind of a choice to make, and do something that I always wanted to do, which was acting or music, and or do something just like what life gave me. Do something like a job in Arkansas. I'm working for Walmart and just doing something that really didn't awaken my soul like that. So I had to make a decision, and it took me a while to like really make the decision and really go all the way going into acting. But as time went on and life happened, I kind of hit rock bottom in a few areas of my life, and I kind of just needed something to give me that fulfillment and give me that awakening of my soul. And I knew what the answer was, and God was leading me in the right direction to go into a field that I knew I could prosper, and that was acting. So I've always known since I was a kid that I wanted to do it, but it was kind of scary because I was playing football for so long, and you kind of like establish a way of being playing football. I played it for 17 years. So going to another field of entertainment, you kind of don't know what to do. You kind of lose your identity in a sense of not knowing what to do. But, I got over the fear. I got over the doubt that my mind was telling me. And I just, went for it. I went for it full throttle. And I had to do the foundational work, which was like get in class and get headshots done and, be a background worker and go to Central Cal. Do all the things that kind of created a foundation for my acting career to start. And I was scared at first and I was fearful at first, because I have so many opinions. You have opinions from your own mind, you have opinions from others, opinions from your parents, from your family, because they obviously want you to keep on playing the sport and keep trying. But I kind of lost my love for the sport, and I kind of wanted to do something that I also knew I could thrive in, and I also knew that could give me happiness and joy, and that was acting. And finally, after, like I said, creating the foundation for the craft, which was the work and the headshots and excuse me, getting on Actors Access and taking acting classes. It's just that's what kind of just like it just gave me the confidence to keep on going in this journey that I've been going on. And by the grace of God, after like 9 years almost, we're here. I'm sorry, that was a long answer, but yeah.
No, but it's truly amazing how God works, because even on your journey with, the different shows and series you're on, you're able to incorporate all that you do, all your passions, from football, to music, to acting. It's amazing that you can incorporate all of that.
Yes, ma'am. It definitely is. Definitely.
And that's how God works. You here, you at the right place at the right time.
Yes, ma'am, for sure.
Now, what was it like working with Tyler Perry and Netflix? Like I said, you have several shows on, and series on Netflix. So what was it like with those relationships?
Working with Tyler Perry was just amazing. I think he's like I've said, he's the biggest entertainment mogul that we've ever seen. Not just the biggest black mogul, but the biggest mogul. To see what he has done over the years, to see how he's created his own studio, to see what he's done for people's careers, especially black folk. See how he's revamped some people's careers, to see how he's helped people's career takes off, to see his work ethic, to see his foundational work of how he incorporates God into his everyday regimen of living, to allow us to be in his home, to create this family dynamic when we created this show. It's nothing short of a blessing, and it's something I'm forever grateful for. To see his work ethic as a director, as a producer, as a writer, and to see just how efficient he is and how he makes these shows and makes these movies. It was just impeccable to work with him. And I'm just, like I said, I'm forever grateful to work with him and to work with Netflix and to be on his first Netflix show, the first Netflix series. And
Yes.
Netflix did his thing too, because they definitely were hospitable in the way they treated us, hospitable in gifts they sent, hospitable in pictures they took, hospitable in just allowing Tyler to have this creative space to create this work of art that we've conveyed to the world. And it's just a blessing to be able to work with Tyler Perry, and I'm excited to work with him again, hopefully, as these seasons go on.
Yeah, you're part of the Tyler Perry universe, you already there.
Facts. And
That's pretty cool. We got a chance to interview Tyler Perry, which was amazing. And I was able to give him his flowers because, you have these mentors and these people in place that you just want to let them know thank you, for the opportunity to give you and all of us, even for me to have that opportunity to interview him. I just gave him his flowers and told him thank you, because we grew up watching him. So,
Tell me, it's a blessing every single day. I'm thankful for.
Yeah. Now tell us a little bit about your role as Roy. How did you say, okay, this is a role I want to, play? Because are you similar to Roy? He gave us that love-hate relationship.
Yeah, he did. I loved Roy from the first time I was able to get an audition for the character. I was asked to audition for a couple other roles, and with being that the stakes were so high for this show, and knowing that it was going to be on Netflix, and knowing that it was going to be Tyler Perry's first Netflix series, if I was going to be seen by the world, I did want to have a character that was a high stakes character, and a character that was going to be talked about, that was going to have some sort of, ability to make people feel something, and with Roy, just with the characteristics of him and just the way Tyler wrote the script, it was really fun to play the character because I could incorporate functions and commonalities of myself into this character. I'm not as vicious as his ass. He's a very vicious guy. I'm not that
vicious.
He's very vicious, but he's also a well-versed guy, and he's multi-layered because he's not just vicious. I didn't want to go in there just playing a one-noted character that was just a villain and just mean and just mad all the time. I wanted to create, a love-hate relationship with him to the viewer. I think he has an animation to him, which I do in real life. I think he has slyness to him, humor to him. I think he's a lot of things, and he's not just a villain. And I think I brought those are the things I brought to the character. And dark things, I think, as people, we all go through dark times. I think we all go through trials and tribulations. I think we all go through tumultuous times that shape us. But in the real world, especially as a Black man, you can't always convey those emotions that you want to convey at the time. I remember being in college, going through a lot of things and a lot of dark moments, but I couldn't lash out and do those things because, you got to hold it in and you got to have self-control, but you feel it, and you have these dark, brooding places within your spirit at times. And that's when you got to pray to God about it. That's where you got to meditate about it. That's where you got to talk about it and try to, get over these certain feelings, but they're still there. They're a part of your DNA as you live this life. Because I think as you get older, you're only going to go through things that shape you in in a hardening way at times. This life is not easy. I mean, you lose people in
It's
this life.
not.
You see things in this world. You see how the world is. I think we get exposed to things so much now compared to when I was younger. I think that you see a lot of things that give you PTSD. I mean, from death you see, from sickness you see, from the craziness of the world, from politics. There's so many things you see. And I think that just, yeah, as you get older, you just have these compartmentalized places within your spirit. And when you get a
Mhm.
character like Roy, I think you're able to convey those things without, having any what's what I'm looking for. Without having any I gotta find this word. Basically just responsibility for your actions, basically. You don't got to, you're not gonna get in trouble for it, anything like that. And,
Mhm.
with this character, I got to convey that darkness. I got to convey the viciousness that I may have felt as a person, but now you're getting a chance to convey those things and kind of let it out. And that's why I love acting, because it's such a there. And I was looking consequences. That was the word I was looking for. Consequences.
Mhm.
But yeah, but as an actor, I think it's so therapeutic and meditative to play a character like this, because those things that you may have held on to, you get to kind of let it out now in this role as a character, as Roy. And that's why I love playing this character, because it just allowed me to be free, allowed me to be myself in many ways, but it also allowed me to release a lot of things that I may have held on to, in my adolescence of being growing up. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I've gone. Everyone goes through a lot of things, but I've gone through a lot of things, seen a lot of things, and I was able just to release those things within the character.
And how do you balance like the life and, your work, just coming off a series like that, how do you balance that out?
I
The
think I have.
real world, I'd say the world, just life in general.
I think the good thing about what's happening with the show right now, I think that it's doing very well. It's doing very well, and I think
Yes.
that the way I balance it out, I have a lot of things to take my mind off of things. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of things with my family. My family lives here in Georgia with me, so actually my mom's birthday tomorrow. So
Okay.
yeah, we have a big family, and I'm blessed to have that family. I got a family. I got I got a daughter now. She's in school, and I take her to school and every day. So I live a pretty normal life. I got a nephew that's playing, and we just got done playing high school football, going to his games. So I'm really family oriented, and I have a lot of things to take my mind off things to balance my life out. I'm not just a guy that's like, oh, I'm acting, acting, acting. No, I'm really not like that. I just
Mhm.
I live life, and I do think that life is the best experience in this world. So it's the best teacher, and by just living life, you just discover things about humanity and relationships, and you put that into work. I don't obsess over acting at all. I don't try to force anything. I try to live a regular life, and when the time comes to get better, well, whether it's in class, whether it's meditation, whether it's working out, I do those things to just become the best human that I can be. So when it's time to act again, I can be the best actor I can be. So I'm really just well versed in my life in all facets of the game, because by the grace of God, I make sure my life is that way. I have to be balanced to be able to function properly.
Yes, we be needing our space and a break, from it.
Definitely.
Now, what's next? What's next? What's coming up that you can talk about? Any upcoming projects, engagement?
Right now, I mean, it's pretty. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty slow in the industry right now.
Mhm.
So right now, we're just really waiting for part two to come out, and
Yeah.
yeah, really, you know what I'm saying. That's going to come out spring 2025. We really don't know the exact date it's coming out yet, but yeah, right now it's just it's been kind of slow in the industry. Obviously, it's the fourth quarter of the season. The holidays are coming up, so not many things are happening right now. But I know, especially after people see the show and the top of the year comes around, I know a lot more opportunities are going to come my way. So I definitely will have a different answer by next year. But right now, I'm just waiting for part two of the show, and I can't wait to see the second half, because I know everyone's excited for that as well.
And they can also check out National Champion too.
Yeah, they can check out National Champions. They can check out Real House Invictus. They can check out Re-Education,
Bruh.
Finger, Bruh, Tough Love, Atlanta. You can check out, you know what I'm saying? Wow, they get more informed and just well versed of who I am as an actor
Yeah.
and person. So definitely got some stuff to check out.
And for those who want to connect with you, follow you, where can they go to?
On every social media, it's Julian Horton 12. So Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything. Snapchat, Julian Horton, the number 12. And that's how you will connect with me on the social media front.
Okay. Well, I thank you so much for taking out the time to talk to the Nikki Rich Show. Much love. Congratulations again, being number one on Netflix. And, we look forward to more in 2025.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. You have a great day. All right. God bless
You
you.
too. God
All right.
bless you too.
Bye.